stuff going on with stomach and all that kind of stuff, but it's okay. I'm going to push through it, and I've been clearing myself. So I just think that there's energies that are working to keep me from doing what I'm doing, and that's not going to happen. Even if I have to lay down, drag myself, I'll be here. Has anybody else been getting headaches?
Yes, this is Kathy.
Kathy, you've been getting headaches too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Midweek last week, I had 2 doozies. It was horrible.
Yeah, me too. Brittany, you too?
I get them anyway, so it's hard for me to know if that's changed or not. I did notice the first meditation I did that the rest of the day I didn't hurt as much, which was really nice. But that didn't happen yesterday. So maybe that'll happen today.
So the angels just said that we're maybe the reason I'm going through what I'm going through, and maybe other people might be experiencing it too, is the releasing of toxins, releasing of old energies. And I think we work on other people more than we work on ourselves. Although I do actually work on myself, but while I was on my road trip, I didn't have enough time to kind of sit and work on myself. So I neglected myself for the past couple weeks. And so, yeah, I think that maybe what's happening for me as well is like you get a good massage, you get a good energy flow, and toxins are released. So that's definitely what I'm getting at the moment.
Yeah.
Is there a way to expedite that toxic dump?
We could do that today, but if you expedite a toxic dump, you'll be in bed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Okay.
Hi, Callum.
And there,
Calling in my protective team, calling in Nate.
I know there are certain supplements you can take that will help it, whether for you it's magnesium or whether it's something like taking bentonite clay and you drink it, mix it with water, and that helps bind to toxins so that you don't feel them as much as they're leaving your body.
Good morning. I've been using this product called Black Oxygen Organics, and it's fulvic mud, fulvic and it's a combination. So it's removes toxins and parasites, as well as gives your body all the minerals that you need. So I've been purging a little bit, and I've been going slow with it and pacing myself up to full measurements of it, but I'm liking it so far.
I just got an inspiration, and I'm actually going to do it while we're talking. Is everybody on Facebook?
Yeah.
So I just got an inspiration that we should actually have our own Facebook, our own group, and we can add whoever we want to that's high vibration. And if you're open with it, Jules, I can make us all, me, you, and Sandy, the administrators of it. What is it that you call it? Because I want to call it also the collective creation, because I've been hearing that for a long time. But what is it that you call it? Because I want to add that.
I call it the Love Frequency Collective. Because to me,
like
that's what it is. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
So the Cosmic Playground, that's yours, Jules?
That's
your
yeah.
group. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So, okay.
And you all are welcome to join me and play there as well. I kind of do this kind of thing, but it's a new group, so I'm just building it now, really. So
I just named it the Collective Creation, and then I put yours Love Frequency Collective. So if you guys want to search the group, let me see if I can post it somehow. I'll post it in the JNS tours that are there. I'll post the link. Is that okay, Sandy?
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and who's JS Tours group? Who's that?
Fine. We do interdimensional.
That's yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember we were talking about it last night with twin flames and stuff? Yeah. We go all over.
Okay.
How was last night? Before we go on to ours, how was last night? We need a little bit
It
of
was
a.
great.
It was great. So
Yeah.
I posted the recording of it. And it ended up being all women and kind of this goddess full moon circle that kind of evolved, really giving energy to the divine feminine, but also the balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and solidifying that bridge where twin flames meet between where is it between Sandy?
So
3D and
the twin flame energies, many have combined to basically create a bridge between 3D and 5D. And it's almost like every couple, it's like they have a little brick in the bridge. It's been a really fascinating process to observe. Yeah, I should have known when we were starting the group, and I went out to ground by my tree before getting started, and Archangel Sophia popped in along with my twin flame partners, if you will. And I was like, oh, are you guys joining me tonight? They're like, yep. It was beautiful. It was a goddess circle. So we had Isis and Pele. We had all the goddess energy. And I've done a goddess circle before where just Mother Mary, all the goddesses showed up. And we had this beautiful image of like a whole bunch of hands, like, you know, those parachute things you did in 3rd grade where everybody held on and did this whole thing. It was beautiful. And yeah, and then it was this whole thing on divine feminine energy. We moved our bodies, we danced, we did a lot of breathing. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. I never know what's happening, you know. I just open up the space and see what happens, and it was beautiful.
Cool.
It was beautiful.
we danced too.
Yeah. So far we've done the grid work for the planet. We've cleared out a lot of negative and lower vibrational energy yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that or you felt it. Whew, I was on the couch most of the day. And then last night, the divine feminine balancing with the divine masculine, celebrating the full moon, taking in all that energy. So we shall see what happens today. I'm excited. So I've just been getting myself ready. So I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. Not sure what the objectives are, but I'm ready. So I hope you guys have your crystals and your oils and you're ready to go. Do we have any new people? See, I think these are all familiar faces. Callum, have you met everybody? Ashika, you've met everybody? I think so. I think we're good.
Well, hello everyone.
Hi, Callum. You're a token male today. You got to represent divine masculine.
Awesome. So glad to be here. I can speak for all men, apparently.
Callum is amazing, by the way. He's 27 and he's just, I don't know. You got it going on, man. I love our conversations. Love it. So welcome. Yeah. And you could have danced around with us last night in our divine feminine circle. You would have been just fine.
I shake my hips. I look pretty good in a dress. Don't tell anyone.
After watching the video of you guys last night, I was like really bummed I didn't get to make last night's session. It was
we can do it again.
Session.
But here's the beauty of it, Stephanie, is that because it's energy and energy doesn't go anywhere, you watch the video, you're in that energy. It doesn't matter whether it was like live or not. That's my understanding of it anyway.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely. It started my day off with the best energy this morning. It's like I woke up, like Shannon was saying, I woke up with a headache and I was like, where did this come from? And I sat down and I watched that video and it's like, did a meditation. I'm ready.
Did you dance with us?
I did.
Woo!
I did and my grandson did. We were on it.
Ooh, sorry.
Awesome.
Elliot's song was the explicit version. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I had the earplugs in. He just saw me dancing and danced with me. He didn't hear it.
They drop songs in my head and I put them in Pandora and see what happens. And I'm like, oh, this is the explicit version. But we were getting very primal. We were working it. Oh boy, were we working it. It was good.
All right, so let's get us back to where we were. I see Ashika already having her hand over her heart. She's ready. What is it? Right hand over. So yeah, if we just tap into that space that we were in and just allow for the energy to flow. Go back to that space that we left yesterday. Has anybody used this outside of this circle, like just during the day when you're being plummeted with whatever's going on?
I have.
I have.
Beautiful.
I have prior to the call, which is why I brought it to the call, was like it's instantaneous when you do it.
Yes.
It awakens and expands your heart space and that energy. So good, so juicy, you know.
There's definitely a deep energy of gratitude
Yeah.
that I'm sensing and feeling. And I'm definitely grateful for each and every one of you being here. Anybody else have any things to share with gratitude at this moment?
My kitten Dash.
Mm.
I'm constantly grateful that she reincarnated and I have her back again.
Oh.
And I'm grateful that you're part of this call, Brittany, and that you've taken the time to enjoy this energy with us.
I love this group. You guys are awesome. So my team is like, all aboard, let's go.
Shannon, you'll appreciate this one. I am sitting out on the back deck with the chime from Aunt Audrey, and I haven't heard it chime in a while. And when you said gratitude, it chimed. So I feel her with us right now.
Definitely.
Heavy with us right now.
I noticed you were sitting on your rocker.
Yeah. I kind of had to come outside. They're working on the front deck and they have rock music blasting really loud, which kind of doesn't help with meditating and focus. So, but this is my happy place. So.
Well, you could just embrace it. You could just include the rock music, right?
Well, the rock music, yes, but the foul language when they're dropping stuff kind of
Maybe not. Yeah.
there were a few Hail Marys in there that weren't appropriate for my meditated thought.
So I'm present to gratitude as like gratitude and appreciation as our biggest currency. That's the word that's coming up, is like currency. Like it's our biggest, I don't know, our biggest currency. And as soon as you said it, Shannon, about you're present to gratitude, I was present to the field of gratitude that is connecting us to the gratitude of the collective. It's connecting us with the higher selves of the people that we're helping by lifting this heavy energy that they don't even maybe consciously know that they're great, what they're grateful for, but their higher selves do.
Yes.
And then the gratitude of, you know, the other dimensions like the Galactic Federation and the Council and the, you know, star seeds. It's like I have goosebumps all over. Like this field of gratitude is the word, is the phrasing that's coming up, and it is this energetic field like a grid. Wow, it's buzzing.
So I'm seeing, every time I'm with this group, I'm seeing the heart and the light, but this time the word hope, push hope, is coming through. Like, we're doing this with the intention of love, but I'm getting that people need hope. People need to know. I don't know. It's kind of jumbled. Like, Shannon, I don't know if you're hearing anything right now.
Yeah, I've actually gotten guidance on what we need to work on today.
Yeah, I just keep getting the word really big, hope, 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 and it's screaming like in my head right now, really loud.
Yeah, and that's part of it, right? We need to, one of the guidance that I got, it's right along the lines of what you're saying, Stephanie, is that we need the gatekeeper, and I keep looking at Christina. So I don't know what energy you may have, but I keep getting drawn to you about the gatekeeper. And what is bigger about this is the energy of releasing the illusion of the veil. So because what's happening right now is people are under the illusion of whatever the illusion is, and the illusion is not the light illusion, it's the illusion of light. It's darkness coming in the illusion of light, if I'm making sense, but I'm getting so much at the same time. I'm trying to make sense of it. But Christina, you were like, I opened my eyes after I got the message and I zoned in on you.
I totally understand why you're zooming on me, because last night I was doing my angel work and one of the card popped up and it says illusion. And I'm like, I don't what, I don't know. So yeah, thank you for giving me that message. Now you mentioned about gatekeeper. I don't know what a gatekeeper is. If you could give me a little info on that.
So essentially it's because we're talking about the veil, although to me, I'm going to be honest, the veil doesn't exist. It's an illusion, right?
Yeah.
But when we're talking about that, there is an opening of that perception, an opening of that illusion, clearing of that illusion. And for some reason, you're the one that we need to look at as the gatekeeper for this particular illusion. So you're being, I mean, you're not going to be the only one, because I'm here. Okay. All of us are here, right? So this is not just you, but there's something that the angels are kind of pushing towards, saying, you're on, girl. Like this is, you need to be front and center on this clearing of this illusion. And what I'm hearing also is that any one of us could do this, but you are being, your abilities are being added to. They're being stretched. They're being increased. They're being expanded. Thank you. They're being expanded. And this is a good push for you.
I know. Okay. Yeah,
this is why you showed up to this call, baby girl.
I know. So my angels, like I've been hearing like we need you, but then I'm like, I don't know, I don't have that leadership skills. I'm just like shy. I'm really timid. I'm shy.
So take a nice deep breath. Take a nice deep breath.
Getting really hot here.
So I also want to show
you. Oh my God.
Yeah, what I'm doing right here, something I was guided to do last night. So I'm protecting your space. You are so safe, and however this comes out, we're all here this with you. We're your partner in this. Seriously.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just going to be, it's going to take a while for me to open up.
Can I ask you, Christina, because I'm being guided to ask you, what is the illusion that is most clouding you at this moment?
It's the 3D. Like whatever I see, it's like it's there. Is there anything beyond that? I know there is something beyond that. I just can't surpass it.
Okay.
And an illusion keeps coming up to me. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion, but I don't know how to go past it.
So how about we push past it today?
Oh, yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open your space. If you're okay with that, I'm going to open any and all restraints or constraints that are your perception. I'm going to clear them, and I want you to tell me what you're thinking. Is that okay? Can
Okay.
everybody else just send light so we can kind of create this opening for Christina? Because I think this is a huge one for her.
I also just sent the essential oil of purification and peace. And I've
Right,
sent
ready?
that to you all.
Do I have your permission,
Okay.
Christina?
I
the
feel
fear?
like, yeah, there's a fear coming in. I feel like I want to walk away, but I don't want to walk away. I'm going to stick with this. Okay, so I'm open. Yes, I am open. I'm open.
Thank you.
This
for being
is how we
willing.
push past that speed bump.
Yeah.
All it is a perception of a speed bump. Pedal to the
Okay.
metal, right, girl?
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. You're actually
Okay.
gonna feel probably a lot lighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to invite everybody to tune into your traits in support of Christina, because this is a collective effort, right? I'm in my Merkaba with my twin flame. We just did a whole protective dome over this entire group. So you have additional safety and protection. So whatever level of fear you have, I invite you just to breathe it out. You're so protected and guided and supported right now. You can't fail. So let that go. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Remember, this is your group, right?
This is your group, right?
I
This is
really
where you
want
need
to.
to be.
I really want to add from yesterday morning's conversation, as well as what Jules was saying, and Jennifer, who was it? Stephanie was saying with hope, right? This transition and this lifting of the veil of the illusions is about us stepping into our higher level adaptability. It's about being able to participate in the 3D. We're human. We're here in the 3D. We're meant to experience the 3D. But we can utilize the higher dimensional adaptability to live more fulfilled lives. And I think so it's very hopeful. It's not anything to be afraid of. And, I'm working with this too, so.
So I want to share something really quickly with you, Christina, is that I have had this crystal ball since 1988. I've never been able to see in it. I've never been able to scry in it because I've never been able to clear my field enough to actually see. And last night was the first time I'm actually seeing in it. And it's this combination, and it's the energy of this group. So this is something I've been wanting and haven't had. So it's just an invitation. 5 years longer than you've been on Earth, I've had this crystal ball. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And this is for everybody, because a lot of us have a fear of, not fear, maybe we might have restrictions or constraints on our comfortableness with our abilities or our comfortableness with using our abilities. And so, yeah, I really like what Sandy said, kind of sit in that energy of allowing for yourself to remember who you are, remember your abilities, and just allow for the flow, because we're doing nothing more than, let's say, awakening the lion, right? We're allowing that lioness to come through and say, I am all powerful. I am connected to the divine. And this is all about divinity. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Whatever emotion comes through for anybody, just let it out. Christina and anybody else, I want you to imagine a gate in front of you, and I want you to open it and walk through it. Watching all the chains fall away, watching all the constraints falling away, watching the fear just dissipate completely. Allow for the light to engulf you.
Shannon, may I collaborate with you for one moment here?
Please, absolutely.
So part of what I'm seeing is the gate. It's almost like shutters, and it's on the back side of our heart. So we often do a lot of work opening our heart center from the front, but this is from the back. So this is for all of us to imagine unlatching this shutter, this gate, and opening up the field in the back side of our heart and allowing that energy to flow.
And I'm going to add to that because I totally love what you said. I think also we have pieces of our brain that we could open up at this moment as well. We allow for the flow and the collaboration in our brain to also connect with that heart energy.
I'm getting tingling sensation around my crown chakra.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
If anyone is feeling called to do the breathing technique that I taught you yesterday and the day before, pulling it from your feet, going up through the crown, connecting with source, bringing it back down to the solar plexus, bringing it to the heart, circling it. And instead of pushing it forward, push it backwards and then circle it down around omnidirectionally for a massive expansion.
I know this is going to sound a little unorthodox, but for those who are grounded, can you just release that at this moment and just allow yourself to be in the meta? Just for a few moments.
What's meant by the meta?
So the meta is above the 3D, anything above the 3D. So grounding is wonderful and we can ground into the earth, but at this moment I want to take you in into just the pure divine energy without grounding, just for a second.
It's interesting, at that moment I felt my very base of my spine just light up like heat.
Wonderful.
So part of what I'm sensing in this opening up of the energy in the back is the where my shoulder blades connect. It's like I'm feeling like I have to stretch it, like I'm like my wings, quite frankly, my wings. And I'm also getting that this is again tapped into the energy of the collective. So whatever we're doing here, just know that this is being spread far and wide.
Feel like I want to cry. I don't know why.
Yeah, release it. That's why I said any emotion you're feeling, please let it out. It's okay.
I've been tearing this whole time. I do crying syndrome. I don't seem to cry. I do crying syndrome.
All good. Whatever can come to you, and just release it. Allow it to come out. Don't hold it.
Yeah, I've been suppressing my anger, my pain, and I just been moving forward. But I just learned that angels are telling me that's not a good way to do. It's not healthy, and so I know I have to purge. I still have a lot of things to release, and that's why I've been holding back. And they've been telling me don't let the past hold you back, and that's why I'm trying to work on.
There's something called the heart song, and I don't know if anybody's heard of the heart song, but essentially it's just you making like a whatever noise would come from your heart song, like it's usually a humming type thing.
Mhm.
But what I'd like you to do is you can either do it out loud or in your body, but I want that heart energy, that vibration energy, to start to loosen things up while I'm facilitating the cleanse. Is that okay? So even if you did it in your mind, it's okay, but just keep that energy, that vibration energy going.
Came flooding out as soon as you gave that invitation. You know what I mean?
And let that vibration just expand through every cell of your body.
My whole body is tingling and vibrating right now.
Beautiful.
And once you've felt it go through your entire body, let it come out into the world. Let that high level vibration come out into the world and begin to cleanse the world as well. And clear the illusions. I'm picturing the illusions being a dark fog that's clearing. Whatever it is that you see for those illusions, just let those vibrations continue.
And those that are apt in using the liquid crystal, I invite you to invoke that power within yourself. Feel that liquid crystal flowing throughout your body and allow it to pulse through your heart chakra, all different directions, and bathe the entire planet in it and help dispel the fog.
I'm seeing a bunch of old books falling off of an old bookshelf.
I love that. I feel like sometimes when I'm doing global clearings, I imagine old leaves shaking off of the tree. So it feels very resonant with your message.
Beautiful. Let it all go.
Another visual that I'm getting, and I get this often, is you know how you stick your finger in a pond and the waves just keep coming out and out and out. That's what I'm visualizing now for everyone. It's just the waves are clearing as they're coming out, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I feel like there's a pressure in my solar plexus.
Yeah, there will be.
I was doing
Breathe
that.
through it. Jen, whatever that is that's holding on in your throat chakra at the moment, I would put it on mute for right now and just clear it out completely.
Okay.
You can also send liquid crystal there.
A lot of people are feeling it in the throat chakra. If you need to clear it out. Don't leave it there.
I got a lot of clearing.
So I'm going right to the heart chakra for everybody, and I'm just gonna kind of, I'm hearing anoint it with light. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you're okay with it, you can say yes, just to make sure. I don't ever do anything without permission.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Let's imagine doing that for every single person that we know, every single person in our circle. And then go out to their friends and just allow for that network to get bigger and bigger. So you just imagine this light just anointing each and every heart chakra. If you have wings or if you have an energy behind your back, let it go. Let them come out. Let that energy just stretch.
So the song Make You Feel My Love by Adele came to mind, sort of with the idea, because it's something I've been asking a lot of, is it right to compel change for others energetically? And the answer that came just now, which feels really good to me, is if it's in the collective space, it's available and right for us to support its development. If it's in somebody's individual space, and perhaps if we're connected to them, then it's transpersonal, right? So then it's appropriate. But if they're strangers, then we can clear what's on top of them in the collective space, which allows them to step into that more easily. That was what came. What do you guys think about that?
100%, I agree.
Totally. And then additionally, if you're wanting to work with someone that's a stranger, your higher self can communicate with their higher self and get permission or not. And they'll tell you if they give permission or not, if they give consent or not.
What I often do is I offer the energy. And if they are receptive, if their higher self and their energy is receptive to receiving it, then it's there, it's available to them.
So I don't know how to say this, but so there's an image in my mind. So my angels have reminded me that when I go out on my balcony at night and see the full moon, it's just so beautiful and I can extend my energy and it's just awesome. But then there was another night where I wasn't able to see the moon, but there was clouds and I let the clouds affect my mood. I feel sad. I think they're giving me both images and say that, when there's a cloud, there's a moon behind it. So don't let that cloud affect you. They gave me that two scenarios. I don't know.
Yes.
Again, illusion.
Illusion. Yeah. So I have to work on that. I have to figure out how to not get too emotional when there's a cloud behind the moon.
Well, the same thing that we're doing here, we're clearing those clouds of illusion. So you can get into that heart space, that energy space, and do the tap or however you feel comfortable and clear that illusion of whatever it is inside of you.
I also think it's something you have to realize it's like innately inside of you, that the moon is just beyond that illusion. So don't get caught up in the illusion, go past it.
Right.
You're your innate being knows that moon is there and it knows how to get there.
Yeah, but it's just my ego. My ego is
Yeah.
like, why is there a cloud right there? Yeah. So
Mhm.
Sometimes what helps me, Christina,
Mhm.
is to get past the illusion is to close my eyes and see it in my mind and feel it in my heart chakra.
Right.
Because if I keep my eyes open, my
Yes.
own ego, like you said, your own ego gets in the way. So closing my eyes, I open up my higher self and look past the illusion that's in front of me, because I know in my mind and in my heart what is out there. And that's how I can visualize it and get past.
I just got a chill. So that's a confirmation. I believe that will work, because when I do my oracle reading, I close my eyes because I want to go within, because if I open my eyes, I get distracted. So I believe that will work for me too. And also, Shannon, that's a great idea, doing tapping by our heart chakra. So those two methods, perfect. I want to do that tonight. Thank you so much.
I can't wait to hear how it works for you.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing. One of the words that I have worked really hard to eliminate from my vocabulary is try. Try is one of those, I call them hamster wheel words. You're going to continue to chase the carrot on the stick. Can't is another one. My
Right.
son actually told me, Mom, you don't know the meaning of the word can't. And I'm like, oh, I know the meaning, but I don't use it.
Well, I'm going to do.
Yes.
I will do.
You are.
You are doing.
Yeah.
So I am doing. We all get caught up. Well, not all, but many of us get caught up on that.
Callum, I know I keep calling you for the electricity, and I don't know why I keep doing that, but for some reason, can you electrify our energetic fields?
I can. By the way, it's in my human design chart. I have like the channel of power or something.
Make it happen. Please.
Okay. Do I have permission from everybody to do what I'm newly understanding as electrifying everyone's field?
Yes,
Can you explain that?
Okay, I understand it. I was talking with Sandy about it last night. It's something like helping the consciousness of people clarify through polarization, as in electrifying, what is serving your empowerment and what is disempowering you. And so it's like, because we have these diverse energies with as humans like this, right?
Yeah.
Like a map.
And so it helps us recognize ourselves and where we are.
So it's very interesting to me for Shannon, for you to point that out about Callum, because when I first logged on and I connected right to your face, and it was like bolts and lightning that just came to me. And when I was closing my eyes, your face and the lightning bolts, and for her to point you out for this, it's like I have tingles all through my body right now. Like there was a reason that this was explained today, because I was going to wait till the end of the meeting and ask if anybody knew what that meant. Wow.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Well, the other part of that I see, Callum, is that when you are electrifying somebody's field, it's almost like you're charging the generator, right? And it's about, let's say when we electrify the field, it's a self-defense thing, but it's also allowing for that field to grow. It's almost like you're watering the plant or opening the dam and allowing for it to flow.
That feels exactly descriptive.
Well, then do it.
So we're ready.
I give you permission.
Yes.
Hey, can I get a yes from everybody?
Yes.
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 You can get a yes and an amen.
And
Okay. Hey, and Bex just joined us.
I'm here. Who just joined us?
Bex, she's been here for a minute. But
Oh, okay. I just popped up on my screen. Bex, can I get a yes to electrify your field, activate the inner generator?
Yes and amen.
I'm getting if your legs are crossed, arms are crossed, uncross.
Oh, sorry, I flashed you.
Open channel.
I'll ask everyone to imagine at the solar plexus, imagine a river running through that and just opening the dams of that slowly, slowly, slowly until it's wide open and pouring that energy through and through and through and flushing your systems and gaining that clarity with that sight, with that witness. And initiating the deconditioning process and stepping back into who you innately are. Here's the energy.
Whee!
What do you guys feel?
I'm feeling like a tingling and so much joy, like I have tears flowing out of my eyes right now.
For me, it was literally like the solar plexus was like this, and it just went. And then I'm in my Merkaba, and so we were laughing amongst ourselves because everything that happens to me, they're cascading over not only our group, but just over the entire planet. So they're just laughing, and they're like, and we're just gonna expand this over the grid. And it's just beautiful. And so I've got lots of spirals. I've got torsion fields going. I've got a lot going on.
Callum, I'm being guided to ask you, for those who have absorbed any of the heavinesses or the negative, we'll call them the negative proteins, because that's what keeps coming up. Anything that is negative inside of us that we've absorbed, and this goes to the collective. Can you blow those out too with your electricity, please?
My master teacher.
Huh.
Can anyone else see the grid work going on the grid? It's very active.
Completely.
Yeah.
Very active.
When he described the river flowing, to me, liquid is always crystal, and at these days, and so I felt that flow. I just had a moment as well when you said that, Shannon, about clearing out the energy, lower vibration energy that we've taken on from others, and almost like when someone has a heart attack and they put those things on you and like clear, like I felt that in my root chakra and like the base of my spine, my hips and the back. That's been an area where I've taken on a lot of others' energy, and that's also the area that has been under attack. I don't know if that's the right word, but like that's the area where the negative energy tries to access.
So I'm being shown, I've got Archangel Michael, I've got an X, very strong X, and then an arrow. Can anybody elaborate on that? And I don't know if it pertains to Jules or the collective, but it was just like boom, boom, boom. They showed me those three things. Oh, okay. So like an arrow going through the grid, the illusion, kind of like Hunger Games, where we're breaking through the dome. That's what I'm getting. I'm curious if anyone gets anything else.
Well, and I'm getting the X is like Michael's like two swords, like he's got these swords like this, like it's like a shield.
Yeah, I
Of
have
light.
the centaur, the image of the centaur.
Like, for me, it feels like I don't know. Here's the words: the multimotive center. You know, because multimotive centaur, as in we're many ways, and then center, and then with the motive force. So the many motive center.
Yes. And let's all just make the intention with the amazing work that Callum did, that our cells continue to regenerate this, that our cells continue to push this energy through us, and it just continues, it cycles in a positive way, and that it constantly is regenerating itself in that positive, clear way.
Can I ask if this is normal, what I'm feeling? I feel like my solar plexus is like almost like a vacuum black hole with wind blowing through it. Kind of heavy.
Yeah, no, that's not. Let's
No,
go
I
ahead and
actually-
send
I
clearing.
might have something attached there then.
Can we help you clear it, Jennifer?
Yes.
Thank you.
How does this feel?
What was that?
How does this feel, Jennifer?
Better. I think it's still there though.
Yeah.
This is not a small energy that you have right now.
No.
And it's not wanting to release. So we'll collectively, like Shannon and Sandy are probably stronger at this, but inviting it to go, inviting it to return to source.
Yes.
And let's all blast this light and love.
Never saw Jennifer. Invite you to leave now.
Well, it's tingling now.
I got you. We're all on you.
Push through, everyone.
We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you.
And just help release the attachments from the memories or the experiences.
Okay, how you feel now, Jennifer?
I feel much better. I still have a little bit of like a tingling in that area. I don't feel the heaviness, but I still have the tingle.
All right.
Can
Angel,
you Ho'oponopono yourself, Jennifer?
Sure.
To this part of your body, to your solar plexus, to where you're feeling the tingling. I love you.
Okay.
So speak that. I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Angel Jofiel, please help me replenish your energy.
So I'm feeling that there's still a couple cords attached and it wants to come back after we all stop blasting it.
Yeah.
And so you need to pull out those cords and bar them from ever returning.
Okay.
It's like it's connected with a web of others. So when we pulled the first one out, it activated others that are clinging on, but we'll get it all.
Gotcha.
And so I would just recommend taking your hands
Mhm.
and literally pulling out, and energize your hands and pull out and remove those cords. And look to encircle the solar plexus as you do that, like this.
Okay.
As you're doing that, I am dissolving cords as they're leaving your body, your energetic field, so that there's not a chance of them growing back.
Thank you.
A lot lighter.
For now, clear. Okay. Joe Field, please help us renew our energy, restore.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else feel major release?
Yeah, that should feel better.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like a cool energy.
Mhm.
The teamwork there, that was actually a big thing.
Yeah.
Those really,
Yeah.
Anything.
Unfortunately, when I get things attached to me, they're usually bad and they're big.
and we want to make sure they're being sent directly back to source, not back to Gaia, not to some
I send everything
11
to
on the
source.
corner. These go all the way back
Yeah.
to, because
I
otherwise it
send
just
everything to the light and love up in the heaven to source. And then I fill the empty spaces up with whatever goodness I need to replace what was taken away. That's how I
I've been
do it.
working with Archangel Jophiel. If you call on Archangel Jophiel and do that same breath work, right? And then in your heart and just self-love and just ask for her to help. And she'll, it's like she bounces the energy back and you just feel filled up. And
I will.
Yeah, so she was just
Thank you, you guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, because guess what? You're carrying it as a representative of the collective. So anything we carry like that, that was big. That was a big one. I saw it as like a black mass. It was like a neuron. It was like this black mass, and then it was connected with like 4 or 5 other spokes. And so we pulled the first one out, and then these other ones were like, whoa, what just happened? Right. And so I just swooped them all up.
Thank you.
We're like, oh no, we need to get everybody out.
Get it out. Get it out.
And sometimes when I'm working with them, they'll flash like in front of my face, like, what are you doing? How did you do that?
I love it. I love that.
Who are you?
I feel like it's a testament that our work is good, and we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, because things are trying to block us as individuals, and we're not letting it. We're banding together and pushing forward.
Yeah. And getting rid of the negativity, clearing it out, letting it know it's not welcome to reside in us or around our fields or within the collective.
Definitely.
So what I've learned recently is it's all about consent. So you just, they don't have, if it doesn't have your consent, it cannot stay.
Okay.
And then also something that came up, and it's just specifically for you, Callum, but it's for everyone. That's something that as I've been working with the liquid crystal for the last like month or so, really intently, is that it can change shape. So I mentioned it before, but there might be new people on the call. So it can be solid, it can be laser-like, it can be like really direct, it can be really soft and diffused. So something that I've been doing, I dance with a slinky as a dance prop, but there's my main move is like it gets this DNA spiral. And so I've started to use it as as a tool to activate things. So I can activate art, you can activate the ocean, you can activate whatever you want, and you can infuse it with this liquid crystal. So one of the things that I've started to do is like the clouds, like I'll put it in the clouds, I'll put it in the ocean, I'll put it in the sand, and I'll infuse the energy of that and activate it. That's the word I use, is activate. So it is this electrical field that you're talking about. It is the electrical field that we've been dealing with. It is the grid and the ability to access that and transfer that energy and leave that energetic imprint so that anybody that interacts with it, anybody that walks over it, anybody that looks at it will get caressed by this energy.
Mm.
On, yeah, we went up to 9D and we're swimming in the reservoir of it, and I can attach that link. So once you're exposed to the liquid crystal, it's kind of like getting a Reiki attunement, and then you can learn to work with it in myriad different ways. So it's just another tool to have in your toolbox that we've been working on in our group. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. So how do you feel right now? Are you good?
I'm good. My hands are a little tingly, but I don't know if that's just the energy that's
Maybe
flowing.
just take a nice deep cleansing breath and just set it in the middle and then just blast out any other debris that might be hanging on. The main thing is definitely gone.
Okay, let me just shake it off.
Yeah, I just got to shake it off. And Christina, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great with Callum's work. It feels really good. I feel like I can stretch and I just want to move. So it's really awesome. And I feel really lighter. I feel like I know what to do after this. I'm happy. I'm really happy.
Hey, I just got goosebumps on my whole body.
I'm very grateful for everyone, especially Shannon. Thank you so much for giving me you're reading with an angel. Your angel's message is very resonating. Like they're just like trying to say, hey, tell Tina about this because this is what we meant. I was like, oh, okay, got it. So I love it. I love you guys. I love you. I love this energy. This is perfect energy. I love it.
So let's bring it back in. Where are we, right? With our mission for today, right? So we were focusing on opening a gate, and I had a lot of visual images come in. So I just want to check in, and maybe Shannon, whoever's giving you the guidance on what our objectives for. Did we achieve our objective? Do we need to follow up? Do we need to complete any actions? And is there anything for follow-up? Because we definitely opened some gates. And if anything, we had a massive transformation for Christina, just in her understanding of power, right? So this was a beautiful experience. And then how does this reflect with the collective and the grid overall? Because I saw a lot going on. I just want to make sure we don't leave it not complete. You know what I'm saying?
I have something to add too. That was for Shannon, correct, Sandy?
Pardon?
That was for Sandy, for Shannon, correct?
She's the one that's getting okay, we're going to work on this. I just want to make sure we don't leave it half done. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure we're complete because I can sense a lot of activity and they're like looking at us like, are they going to finish it? I'm glad they're having this love fest, but it's not quite done. You know. So I'm just going to keep holding space while you guys hash it out.
So Shika, did you have something to say?
Yes.
Then let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the beginning of the call, I believe I'm holding the completion. So let's go. At the beginning of the call, I was told to be in it. So if you notice, I've just been here being in space. I was told to be in it. In the being in it, I then was given direction to house all of this energy that we've created here. Because what just happened was the point and purpose of our connection for this session, this time frame. So I've been sitting here holding the potency of it, allowing what needed to leave, and keeping this container tight for us. And part of the completion of this session is in holding the energy like this, and this is like a layered access point, how we've been seeming to build upon one upon the next. Remember, the first was put your tap here, right? That was our instant access. The next one was the infinity symbol. That was our next one. Next one. So here, I will demonstrate it first, and then I would invite you all to join me, but I've been holding it in this like bubble, right? And so the action is we'll take 3 deep breaths as we seem fit, and then we will open up the energies that we've all created in this now moment and somehow make it a circle where we're bringing it back to the bottom. So it's a circle. And then as we're doing, imagine a toroidal field. So all the energies of what we've created here is going in and around and through the earth, in and around and through, and it's symbolized. So this is our 1, this is our 2, this is our 3, where we're accessing the energies of this now point and releasing all of that potent, yummy, delicious energy you all just created. That is, I think I heard Christina say it's perfect. That was the point of releasing, because everything in our space that we've created today had been cleared out. So everything that was going on was the next layer of needingness for our next level of whatever that is. So this was it. This is what it looks like.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
12, completion, 13th astrological symbol, right?
3 deep breaths, you said?
Yes. And that third one, let's hear it, like make some type of noise. Open it up, open it up. And it's not a circle, it's a toroidal field, yes. And seal it. So now when we're going about our day and we just feel inspired, like how we were tapping, just pop in and get it going. This is how we generate it when we're, away from each other.
I was guided also, just to add to that, Ashika, I was guided that we do not disconnect. Yesterday we disconnect, we do not disconnect today.
Okay.
So I do a lot of work in the inner tunnels. I have a scepter, it's cool. And when I pound the scepter, I create this same torsion field. But when I bring it to the center, the energy goes whoosh, like that. Okay. So the toroidal field is beautiful, right? But you want to clear out the negative. You want to transmute the fear into love. Anything that's of the lower vibration is no longer welcome, and we're inviting it to go back to source. How does that feel?
I'm getting this, that symbol that we saw, that we got earlier, this
Archangel Michael.
And it's over the heart. So it is that intersection point that ties it back in of the infinity is like this, that clears within the bubble.
Jules, and thank you for that back door opening, because that too was a necessary point in our leveling, opening this up more. So
yeah, it's the inner is the outer.
And this is precisely why we all need to be together, because everybody has a little piece. So when we're all trying to do our stuff individually, you're missing out. You're not getting all that other juicy bits. So there's so much beauty and wisdom in what they're guiding you to do, Shannon. It's beautiful.
Did anybody feel their wings for the first time today when they opened that back? Nice. Woo! You're welcome.
So we have access to this torsion field anytime. And just
Sandy, for tonight, I'm being guided to, and I'm going to do my best to come on tonight. But for tonight, we're going to take the next step for illusion, and it's going to be the illusion of fear.
So I wasn't going to do it tonight, but I can.
Oh,
so it was
tomorrow night.
Wednesday.
Okay. And maybe we'll do that tomorrow then. Tomorrow will be the illusion of fear. And anything else that any other guidance.
Tomorrow, 11 a.m. or evening?
Yeah, 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's not happening tonight, 11 a.m. Okay. Ashika, what's up?
I was just trying to get understanding of what time frame I could hear.
Yes.
So we're doing
tomorrow 11 a.m.
and then every other day at 6:30, just because it's a lot of energy. So for me
It
to do
is.
it twice, whew, it's a lot.
I just want to share briefly. For whatever reason, I felt the need to pull 3 cards again today, and so from a different deck I've never used before. First card was intention, and we see an owl sitting atop an egg, right? And so it's like feels like this whole birthing thing we've been doing. An owl sitting atop the egg, right? Second card is moonlight, and if you can probably maybe not pick up, but that's actually like an elder owl in the darkness of the moonlight, right? So very interesting there. And the third card is the Golden Palace, and to me that resonates with yesterday morning. Was it Bex who said the Solomon's Temple?
Yeah. Well,
Or somebody said Solomon's Temple, right?
Well, that's funny because the owl is my spirit animal, I always say. So that's cool.
And Christina had talked about the moon today.
Yeah.
So Bex talked about the temple, Christina talked about the moon, and now we just got the owl piece. Wonderful. It's bringing it all together.
I shared a message from a friend about this full blue moon. And it's very in alignment. I shared it on the JNS tours page because it's very much in alignment with the work that we're doing right now. So I love that.
So I created the Facebook page for us. So it's Collective Creation, and then the Love Frequency Collective. So if you want to join it so that we can have our specific group be in that energy, and then we can add high vibrational people as we choose.
Beautiful. Love it. Thank you for doing that. And so I spoke about just landed, and they said, we are now complete. Thanks for finishing up that last little bit. Thanks for not leaving that hanging.
Rashika, go girl. Bex is Bex raised her hand.
Oh, I was just looking up the meaning of owl, spiritual meaning of owl, and it says feminine and fertility. And we were talking a lot about that last night.
Oh, indeedy.
And also owl means that you know how owls can look through the night. It's like embrace our shadow, face our fears, so yeah.
To add to that, it's true because the owls are kind of on the bridge between the illusion of what's light and what's dark, like they go on, some people claim they go on the dark side too, so.
Ashika, I love just watching you during these calls.
Yes, me too.
I don't get to see her.
She exudes energy.
I love her energy. I soak it in when we're on these calls. I love it, Ashika.
So before we close out, because I'm feeling like we should close out, is Kathy or Brittany, our phone participants, do you have anything you want to say in completion?
Nothing. No, I'm good.
Okay, good. Well, thanks for your presence.
I want to thank all of the beings that joined us today, all of our higher selves, all of our spirit teams, everyone that came, the thump of our heart, and were around with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support. And as we continue with this work and how it unfolds, may it enrich all of our lives and the entire collective as we lock in all of these new timelines for our best and highest good, for our own journey and for that of the collective. Anybody have anything to add to that?
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
You said it all.
Thank you, everyone.
There's one more thing. One more thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jules. I didn't want to interrupt.
I was just saying my multi amens.
There's one more thing I'm being guided to kind of put out in the energy is that we're open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than we've ever experienced before. And we are grateful for that.
Text where somebody sent me a message today and she said, Sandy, I have a message for you. And it was blah, 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 blah. Be open to receive the abundance. All is flowing. And she literally said a gate is opening today.
See, we did it.
See, we did it.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
All right.
Lots of love, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.